Welcome back to No Jumper News. It's your boy Poetik Flakko. I'm with my co-host Gina Views, and let's get into these stories. First story, Desiigner was involved in a tense exchange with officers after being pulled over in Los Angeles. According to TMZ, officers pulled Desiigner over for driving without plates and tinted windows. After being pulled over, the LAPD said that Desiigner exited his vehicle and approached a motorbike cop who had stopped him. A shouting match erupted, and Desiigner allegedly called at least one of the officers a racist bitch. Then a cop threatened to tow Designer's car, but the rapper didn't mind, responding, "I got money all effing day." The situation later settled down after additional cops arrived and were able to speak with Desiigner, who eventually signed his ticket and left. Yo, listen, man. When I first seen the Desiigner thing, it's kind of like reminding me how much trauma we have as a community when dealing with the police. The dude was screaming, he sounded really frantic. However, he remained in control and kept telling the officers, yo, like, take your hands off your gun. Listen, I'm not really going to assign any blame, because right now it'll be like real easy to say, yo, bro, like these officers is damn near harassing Desiigner, but they say he got pulled over and then immediately exited out of his vehicle. In that situation, he would be wrong. Now, Tariq Nasheed did pull the biggest clout move ever. He pulled up and said, oh, I didn't know this was Desiigner, and then posted and tried to act like he didn't know. Tariq Nasheed knew, bruh.
Maybe he didn't know.
Man, bruh, cut it, bruh. Now,
we don't see Desiigner outside. Maybe he didn't know.
Yo, that boy said he has a 20 million like people reach. He's the biggest artist out here right now, man. Now, question for you though, man. Like, after seeing him act that way, do you think him acting that way was justified, or should he have at least calmed down when dealing with the officers?
Nasheed or Desiigner?
No, Desiigner, yes.
I mean, we don't know in today's society. If you see what they pulled him over for, you see how many cops was there, they was tripping. And what they pulled him over for did not warrant for them to be having their guns out. It didn't. Now,
they pulled him over for tinted windows, which was a valid stop. And then he immediately hopped out and started screaming racist bitch. Now, do you think from his, I guess, like erratic behavior, do you think that it was out of line? Yeah, erratic behavior, right? Do you think it was out of line for them to at least like put their hands on the holster as he went off on them?
I think the police was out of line, period, because they pulled him over because he was black.
So him having tinted windows and I believe like expired tags, that negates it, and they put him over because he was black.
Absolutely.
Hey, man.
Absolutely. If he was a white man, they would have sent him on his way. Next story. FlyySoulja slid into Adam22's DMs, sparking a heated yet hilarious exchange. "Don't talk about me if you don't have anything nice to say. And you said I'm clueless," Fly continued. "Have you seen how I'm built? I actually work out and go to the gym, you know?" "Huh?" Adam answered. "Number one, I will whoop the dog shit out of you and make you look like a child. And number two, what I say." Then FlyySoulja sent a voice message to which Adam responded by saying Fly will have to fight house phone. "You gotta be kidding me. You ain't made enough cameo money to fight me," crying laughing emojis. "You gotta fight house phone," crying laughing emojis. After FlyySoulja continued to send voice messages, Adam let him know that he wouldn't be listening to any of FlyySoulja's weird messages. "Not sure what I said that made you upset, but stop acting tough. You are a bitch. Fact. Not listening to those. Learn to type, you inbred fuck. Come see me in real life, Adam22, Fly replied. "You don't even know how to dress. You're deaf going through something. Your girl probably don't even get turned on by you."
Yo, listen, man. When I see, first off, I'm proud of Adam Grand Mason, man. My boy was talking spicy, bruh. Yo, Adam was talking this ish, but now I don't know why the Island Boys had an issue with Adam, right? Because to our recollection, when the news went viral that they got the case of the beats in like Hawaii, right? It was Adam who clarified the records and actually put out news that was in their favor. So for them to now come back a few weeks later to try to threaten Adam, first off, let's be real, bro. Like, these guys is built like the ants, bro. Like, these guys is like, what, 5'6", 110 pounds, all right? Scoliosis back. These guys is not gonna do nothing to Adam. Adam is like, what, 6'3", so Adam will beat one of them, right? So I don't think that's a fair fight. However, I do want to see a 2-on-1 battle royal, them versus Adam. That'll be some, something great.
I do think Adam will smush them little boys, but
2-on-1?
Yes.
Shit.
Either way, I think Adam could take both of them. But shout out to Adam for getting it cracking on them.
Yo, Adam is gangster, bro.
Adam is gangster. He ain't turning down nothing. He ain't backing down from no fades. I love it. I love that for you, Adam. But I want to know, what are they mad at?
So like, they're apparently mad at Adam for saying something that was not like it, like in her favor. But to be real with y'all, man, I feel like Adam before AD and T-Rail, you know, like might have played it like, oh my God, you know, these, you know, these little silly kids and then move on. But
nah, them BMX boys don't play.
Nah, yo, T-Rail and AD done made Adam gangster.
Nah, I don't know. I think Adam being gangster, the BMX boys don't play. I feel like Adam has been hella rooting for these people, for these two guys for a long time. He's been backing them up. He had them on the show and everything. So I'm all for the fight though. Now,
the only thing I could maybe think of is when like 1090 Jake was here and like he was like talking about, you know, like their path of like gangbanging and he kind of like exposed them for like not really being put onto the hood, right? Even though like they claim it everywhere they go.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why, but even in that situation, like Adam really wasn't like trying to be malicious.
Check that, man. Adam ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, man. Fact, man.
But let's set up the fight.
Final story. Ralo has reportedly learned his fate 4 years after being arrested on drug conspiracy charges. Wednesday, the judge sentenced Ralo to 8 years in federal prison. He was given over 4 years credit time served. The BOP has also credited him 1.5 years for good time. The statements on Ralo's Instagram account reads, he was recommended 1 year ankle monitor after the halfway house approved his home address, which will bring him home to us late next year. The statement continues, but our goal is for him to complete his GED or RDAP drug program so we can get another year off his sentence. That will bring him home to us in less than a year. We need prayer hands. In March, Ralo surfaced on Instagram with a promising update. I won't be home until October 2023, but I made sure I bought my mama a new house, bought my niggas some new apartments, building my artists a new studio, and I'm buying everybody around me new cars as soon as I land next year, he says. Ralo was arrested on criminal conspiracy and drug trafficking charges. Prosecutors claim Ralo was a member of the criminal organization Farm America and assisted the organization in transporting nearly $2 million in marijuana from Georgia to California. He was arrested in 2018 and has been in prison since then. So Ralo got an 8-year sentence. First off, I will say this, right? In an era currently where weed is now legalized, it kind of don't sit right with me knowing that his brother lost 8 years of his life for selling weed, knowing that weed is currently legalized. However, Ralo, just off of pure stupidity, deserves to get that 8 years. And here's my thing. Ralo got caught, you know, trafficking $2 million. Now, folks don't know, right? That them boys were on Ralo from the jump, meaning Ralo ain't never had a hit song, was never on Billboard's album, and never sold nothing. But Ralo was out here driving around in $500,000 cars, multiple buying apartment complexes. Bro, we know that rap money ain't paying for that, bro. We know it had to be something extracurricular. Now, past that though, Ralo, I believe the plane got stopped. Ralo wasn't on it, his mans was. They secured like $1 million worth of weed. Ralo noticed the feds just secured this from his boy. He came on Instagram to flex, right? To let the world know he got it by saying, do you know how it feels to lose $1 million in one day? Bro, just being that stupid, knowing the feds is on you, knowing, bro, like they're watching everything, to be that dumb to come online and really like self-incriminate and self-snitching and stuff like that, you deserve the 8 years for that. But for the weed selling, I don't think anybody currently should still be in jail for 8 or even, I'm been there a decade for selling weed when it's currently legalized and corporate is making billions off of it.
So you're saying stupidity and lack of knowledge warrants for somebody to go to jail?
No, I'm saying, right, that I don't feel any pity or empathy for Ralo knowing he brought that stupidity, and on himself, right? How can you be so dumb to be online flexing like that? They just caught your boys with $1 million worth of weed and you gonna say, do you know how it feels to lose $1 million in one day? He's glorifying it and self-snitching. Bro, I can't feel no pity with a guy who got himself caught.
How you know he don't got the money saved up? Why do we gotta come from illegal substance?
Yo, listen, man, like, I'm convinced that like 5 or 10K that like Ralo was collecting per show ain't gonna be enough to save to afford like 5 $5 million cars, freaking like 10 apartment complexes, mad cribs, like jewelry down. Nah, come on, bro. Listen, rap wasn't feeding his his like spending habits, right? And if me knowing that, like just from like a naked eye fan view, he is stupid for thinking the feds wasn't, bro, how could Ralo think the feds wasn't looking at him? I think he was flossing like that.
All right.
You see?
All right.
Hey,
you
man.
win. Okay.
You listen, man, kids, don't be stupid, you know. And if you are doing extracurricular activities, move in silence, right? Because trust me, man, like the Instagram flexing for the bad hoes on IG ain't worth doing 8 years in prison, man. Thanks, YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back soon.